Hello, guys. Welcome back to Raja's Puzzle Corner, and thanks for all the new subscribers and welcoming them. So, please subscribe to my channel if you want to be notified about the new videos that I'm posting. So, again, this is one of the new playlists that I'm going to post today. Today, I'm going to talk about the parities. The parity, if you remember in the last playlist that I submitted, solving a 4 by 4, the last clip I have told about, in fact, I have showed you how to solve the parities that we saw, the edge parities. And in that, I promised to give a separate playlist for each of the parity and how they are going to be solved, explaining each of the parity on what that means and why they are coming, so on and so forth. And particularly places like 4 by 4, 6 by 6, all the even ones, they are prone to have these parities because of the nature in which there is no center and the edges itself are going to be like two pieces together. So there are chances of getting parities mostly in the even 4 by 4 and 6 by 6 and going above 8 by 8 and so on. So today we're going to talk about the parities, and I'll explain you the three parities that I know. There could be more, but I know for me, with my limited knowledge, I know about three different types of parities and the explanation about that. So the parities that we are going to talk about is one like this, where you see this, the center, the edge, green edge, and the blue edge, the green and the blue, they are swapped, and these two corner pieces are swapped. So this is one of the type of parities, and this generally will not occur in a 3 by 3, but it occurs if you do a piecewise move. For example, as I told in the last clip of solving 4 by 4, when we do a blindfold, I have not gone there yet. So when I do the playlist for the blindfold, I'll explain you that. But the blindfold relies on individual piece movements. At any given time, we'll take one piece and then we will fit them in the right place, and then we will move forward to the next piece. So in such cases, we will start with the edges and finish the edges, and then move to the corners to fix all the 8 corners. So totally there are 12 edges and 8 corners. So all these things will be fixed in an individual piece, individual one by one mode. And at the time when the edge is going to be odd, the number of edges, that some of the edges would be already there in the place, like this. So if there is one edge that is already there and the rest we are making it 11, and then we move to a corner, which is like say 8. So what happens is, in that case, these two edges will swap for each of the move, and then if it is a even, they will come back to the position. But if it is odd, these will not, and in turn this is also this the two will not also map. So this I have seen this only when I do the blindfold, but other than that, generally the 3 by 3 won't have this. So this we call it as a edge swap parity, and this is also the one that comes in a 4 by 4 but in a slightly different way. I'll explain you what the difference is. So when you see the 3 by 3, the edges swap and also these two swaps, and we can fix it because the corners anyway will have to go through one more turn. You can fix the corners along with it. So these two edges will have to be swapped, and when we swap this will also move back. So this is in the 3 by 3, but in a 4 by 4, the edges alone will swap. For example, if you see this is a flip. I'll come to this later, but if you see these two, the edges alone will swap and these corners will be perfect. So you won't see the blue corners as well as the green corners swapped, but these edges alone has swapped. And this creates a problem because if you try to swap it with your normal algorithm, there is an algorithm that we use for the middle edge swapping. If you do this, these two will change. And if these two changes, again you have to find a way to fix them, and these will again change. So this becomes a catch 22 situation, because without changing these two you cannot change that if the normal formula is used. And we need to make sure that we have a separate algorithm for this. This is one of the edge parities. So there are three parities that I'm going to talk today. One is the edge parity with this move, which happens in a blindfold, and this is also very common in 5 by 5. When you have, for example, if you see this, when you swap this and solve the edges, you will come to a point where there is only one piece that is swapped, and with this one piece to be swapped, all the others are fixed, let's assume, and you need to solve this before you go and solve the actual 3 by 3. When you make the 5 by 5 as a 3 by 3, one piece, and this can also happen in 6 by 6. So what we do is, in this case, this is perfectly equivalent to this, because you will allow these edges to swap and then move this piece for you to get the edge, and once you fix the edge, you can go and fix the center. So this 3 by 3 parity, that we call as edge parity for 3 by 3, will also occur in a 5 by 5 when we solve the edges. So this is one type of parity. If you don't follow me, or if you are still having queries or anything, please do a comment. I'll be glad to answer it. But the first parity that you're going to talk about is the edge parity in a 3 by 3, that is occurring in a 3 by 3 and a 5 by 5 and so on. The second type of parity is, as I explained, the edge parity in a 4 by 4 or 6 by 6, where only the edges get swapped and not the if you see this yellow edge and the white, they are swapped, and the green and the blue are perfect, corners are good. So this is second type of parity. The third type of parity is the flip parity, where the edge just got flipped. This red should be on the top, yellow should be on the facing you, it just flipped. So these are the three parities that we're going to talk about today, and I'll explain you each of them individually, slowly going through each of the parity and how it can be fixed. So with that introduction, I welcome, as I said, I welcome all the newcomer subscribers, and for those who are viewing this, I hope this is helpful. I'll go into the second clip shortly with an explanation for each of the parity. Till then, bye bye.